this button. Put my head other way. Put my headphones on. Grab. You're not the charger wire. You're at the charging wire. Aha. Could you? Thanks. Plug in my phone so it stays nice and charged. I said plug it in. Come on. This isn't rocket science. There we go. Back at it. And gonna crack this open. Oh my god. I know it said fucking warheads on the label, but Jesus. Time passes when picking new dialogue options. Okay. Read books to pass time quicker. Skill points, skill checks, yeah. Activate thought alter dialogue options with bonus to completion. Jesus. Oh. The map tab. That's useful. Anyway. Back at it again.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever...
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno! Right in the dick, Kuno!
Love it in the dick.
Okay.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Fuck that! The rake! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
God, I hate this guy.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Alright, entertain. Shitload pig.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them.
The usual being. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
Just a couple of pigs.
Yeah, you
Looks like you're a fagari.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the probably climbed. Kuno was busy down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesco.
Night
There
City.
is no Night City anywhere.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Sure.
tell him that, Kuno! It's lame!
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's City. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Okay.
Lame!
That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that. You're testing
Get lost!
Right, pig. This is where... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig? The fuck are you calling it?
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! Help!
Yeah, here we are.
Kuno, help!
God. I was just trying to catch up to where I was, but I just can't stand this fucking man. I just can't do it.
Everybody!
Escalate, Kuno!
Pigs in aim, Kuno! Somebody, please!
God, I really wish I could punch him.
No!
Okay.
Get up, Kuno, you sick...
The nearly psychopathic way that could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you.
Mm.
You can't let that happen. It will make things harder down the line. You may end up missing crucial information.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Listen to your friend.
Incredible.
Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno!
Well, there's no chance, but hey. Bleh. Did I not heal myself back up?
You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target. Instead, it pulled you down with it.
Kuno can't believe this shit! Can no one stop the Kuno? Pig, Kuno thought you had this. What happened? Kuno can't do anything now.
No. He's waving with joy like the power you gave him is too much to take.
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up!
Kim, help me up. Oh, what's this? Breakthrough imminent. Okay. Shit, you got yourself into kin and gets up. Okay. This went
Kuno's
terribly.
just gonna beat the shit
Everything
out
about
of you
this.
again.
He's clearly not
I
himself
told you
right now.
not to tempt such forces. Now, how about we go and do something worth the public's time?
Some kind of superstar.
Hmm?
They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls.
Okay.
It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You
In a
people
cool
have no
voice.
idea how good these cops are going to get. They're going to crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists or prime ministers
Okay.
or prophets. And you're the first one.
-1 logic, price of self-delusions. Learning cap for visual calculus raised to 6. Learning cap for suggestion raised to 6. Learning cap for electrochemistry raised to 6. Learning cap for composure raised to 6. Oh. It's like permanent upgrades? Oh, forget. It's from products.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
Just want to ask you
Going away
questions.
For a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me. You there behind the fence. Hey, kid. What's the strange fishy? Go.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody.
Ah.
I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Yeah. I wish I could punch Kuno. I really do. I almost want to restart the game, go straight into strength, fuck up every other type of decision I can make, just to punch Kuno. That is all I care about right now, is just punching him. that's gonna have to be a different day.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy
kind of
workers'
boots?
boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard. Isn't
Alright.
this something an industrial worker would wear?
Point to them. Fuck it.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Ow! Okay, well, now my morale's very wounded. It's very deep, but still climbable. And to grow herbs.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Yeesh.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Look
A
down.
cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
God, why is it so bad?
Okay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cock's gonna blow, Kuno.
Turn away. I can't risk puking and literally fucking dying. What's this? Take all. Okay, magnesium to boost my morale back up. The which mechanism has been oxidized for some years. Okay. Oh, what's in here?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash can? It's a
The
trash
body is
container.
downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Keep the hunch
The
to yourself.
lieutenant leans in to inspect the lock.
How do we get the
You
lock
could
open?
try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or
No or pry bar.
we might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one, and he also has information.
-10 tool not equipped. Okay, give me like 2 seconds. I could fucking equip the tool. There. There, now I have the pry bar.
This trash container is locked.
There's literally a
Sliding-
3% chance I'm gonna get this. And again, I don't have the health to do this. Jesus Christ. I guess I really do just have to, like, commit to just asking the manager. I'm almost forgetting putting no
The theme
points
on
into
that pinball
strength.
machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full flavor cigarettes,
What are its hallmarks?
clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
Kingdom. All the. Oh, God. Wait, where do I get such a crown? The idea of a king in a century. God, it's fascinating. The world of today.
The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding down. Our time is decelerating into what? no one knows.
Well, let's talk to this guy.
Can I help you?
Trash
Mine?
container.
No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Well, obviously.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much.
Mm-hmm.
And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
Makes
It
sense.
seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what this feeling
Prod
is.
it and find out.
Is you guarding even your leftovers from the floor? We need those
What
keys.
do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
So I talked to
God.
Sylvia.
Oh, but he should be. Lay it on him.
Dear God. But I don't want to lay that on him. Anything else, like a back button, for example?
Of course you do. This was your plan all along. This is how you fix it for them. By answering the woman question.
Wonderful.
It is. It's wonderful.
What? What does that mean? Cock carousel.
Oh God, I went down this thing. Just drilled the time for lectures. The point is you see Steam mind games. He's a total psycho. She rides a cocky until she's too to ride it, and then settles down with a provider. Oh God, no. Just drill the inside of your mouth with your tongue. How bad are we gonna sell this? Let's go full red pill. Why not?
Does it mean you talked to her? What else did she say about me?
What else do you need?
That's roughly it. Yeah, she said that she it might so fun to picture carousel clocks going merrily around.
He looks at you, spinning your arms, then leans on the corner and sighs. His head drops between the shoulders, heavy and defeated.
She broke the bird, you know. The great skewer. I found it on the ground with a broken wing. On the morning she left. I should have known. It was her way of telling me to piss off. I should stuff it up my arse.
He stops and stares at the
Or
counter.
you broke the bird. It can also be that. I think Sylvie even. Yes, the bird is connected to this. It's a symbol of hope, and she broke it.
Man, signals mix. Yeah, man, signals mix signals. This is a classic cock carousel behavior. Just broken bird feathers nod knowingly. This is all part of the mind fuck on the. This is This is all terrible. I could lean into this, or I could say I broke it. Okay, do we just keep breaking this man down or not? I don't know how I feel about this. But I find it fucking funny, so let's just keep going.
Huh. Cock carousel. I think I understand now. That's what they ride until like 39.
Oh god.
Ride the cock carousel until the clock runs out. Here, have the rest.
Gained alcohol and it got experience. He takes a bottle of wine off the shelf and pours himself a glass. He corks the bottle and hands it to you.
Now let me have a drink and think about this shit for a moment on my own.
He stares into the blood red liquor
And
of the
there
cup.
we have it. Isn't that beautiful? Another situation fixed by Dr. Love.
No need to thank me. +1 physic, -1 morale. -1 moral. Okay. Conducting.
Hello again, sweetie.
Okay, I'm very sorry crashing to you earlier. I don't know what got into me.
Oh, I'm perfectly all right. I'm more worried about you. What was that?
Alright, will of its own. I was running and my torso turned, my hands slew gesture. I'm sorry you had to witness it. Yeah, what was that? How mad do I want to be? No, honor or
What do you
compassion?
mean?
He's tormenting me with outrageous demands for money.
He's just on edge because of the lynching. Don't judge him too harshly. Anyway, I'm glad you weren't injured.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Oh, God.
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
You must be joking. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke.
It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you
Yep.
don't have a strong union behind you.
Mm.
Maybe you should talk to Everard, the union leader.
Interesting idea. This Everard sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket.
Fuck it, let's tug on some heartstrings.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
A single manly tear. Oh wait, I got a crit success. Nice. It was easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of my rope. Any money I could have could help me.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
Nice.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, Saint Baptiste, Summer 31, Dinghy Races. The Saint Baptiste Dinghy Races were conceived as a biennial civic pride celebration and cash cow, but only took place twice, in 31 and 33.
What about 32?
The 31 races are the subject of fond reminiscence. Those who were there will tell you of sun-drenched bleachers, pink bubbly, and bronze-legged studs in white shorts. The 33 races, on the other hand, were plagued by controversy over performance enhancers and very cold rain. After 2 local champions were stripped of their titles, the city decided not to hold the event again.
What
It's
is
easy.
to pawn?
You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker, who then gives you money for it. You can get it back later for a slightly larger sum if it hasn't been sold, but you never end up doing that anyway.
What can I pawn the pin?
Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there'll be a shack nestled against an old stone facade. That's the pawn shop. An old friend of my husband's goes there often. He says the owner is quite helpful.
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when talking to Roy.
Help me out, thanks, Lena. Promise.
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back. I hope you're able to pawn that old trinket.
I say not to
thank you,
pawn it.
dear. I confess I am glad to see it again.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie?
That's all. I just wanted to see what would happen. I would never just pawn her pen off like that.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says whirling in rags. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid.
Alright.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there?
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
Open the
The
lid.
smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
Gross.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes and
You
cartons.
see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before.
Oh.
The movements are recorded in your elbows. The methodology in your fingers.
I dug through.
You're used to this.
Used to what? Dumpster diving?
No, searching for evidence in the trash.
Dive
A
further.
box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Search the food
It's
waste.
just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple
Luckily,
and
I have
potato
gloves on.
peels mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Pick it out.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there.
Oh.
If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
It's been cramping my style. It is an inequality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone threw it in the trash. I don't know. I'm boring. I'd rather not talk about it right now. Ooh, a lot of choices to really set me as a person. Technically, this fits in with the superstar cop angle of it must have been cramping my style. But kind of like the I didn't want to be a cop anymore.
Well,
He doesn't know what to
lucky we
say.
found it. You should take stock of what remains, just to be sure some has not made it into the hands of the RCM's adversaries. Organized crime and the like. There might have been police secrets in your notes.
I don't take those. Okay, I'll do
It would
that.
also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Got it.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As
Grab
the
them.
legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer.
Oh, black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Okay, back to
Guitar
charges.
marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or empty. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but
Looks into
the
the
belt is
container.
missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for
A
it.
drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Bag the
This
shirt.
is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The
Interesting.
rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that,
A thrown out towel, a mug, that's all.
We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one.
He nods over
Identify
to
the
the
girls
redhead
confronting
boy.
that force.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids. Really, my...
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
Yeah.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
the
True.
lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container.
The mug. I'm getting that mug
You
too.
pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron,
An
only
antique.
in its social sensibility.
Take the mug.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to...
The container sounds a muffled gong.
Okay. Let's see here.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Let's see. Items that interact with
It's
the
just
mug.
a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
Look at all the
Oh
content.
boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug's example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into as if every merchant I find tell them this is your inane ideology. The mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. The mug didn't the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? Oh god. Oh, prejudice. I'm gonna use this as an example of what not to do.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective.
Well, let's look at the damage ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Inspect the toilet paper. Inspect the clip. Browse the white papers. Browse the yellow papers. Look at the clipboard. Smell the ledger.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Leave it there. It's cool. Maybe it's kitchen tissue. They're exactly the
If you
same.
want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not, though. It's toilet paper.
Leave it.
Cool toilet paper. I mean kitchen tissue. It says, everyone look at me and my kitchen tissue covered cop ledger. I don't care. My ledger is droopy and it smells like a urinal.
Deal with it.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
When your fingers across the aluminum.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
That's why the hologram watermarks you mentioned point to the sticker.
What? Yes,
Plus his own notes.
halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of
It depends.
information?
Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read
Any
it?
capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for
All
example?
RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights off.
Nice. That's all, thank
Okay.
you. You just need
While
to
a
just
bunch
kept
of
notes.
sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
But it's my sorry sight.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What is in there? What are they
Work,
about?
strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Okay. Mention of a naming convention here. Count the pages. I have to open an official case. 2 cases a week are good.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
It's very good. Appears to have been my Lord Lieutenant. Sure, I completed them though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes. But alright, a nice brisk pace, the way I like it. I'm pretty sure I made plenty of
It's
mistakes.
okay. We all make mistakes.
Thanks, Kim.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There was a mention of a naming convention?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
More?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location. And
Fair enough.
the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Yeah.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
You missed the later. Get my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean non-numerical ones with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is
It's
that?
a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity.
Fair enough.
Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have named the case the Square Bullet Hole Murders.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened
Rail
to him?
spiked through the head.
Ooh,
He died. It was a workplace accident.
okay.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Commit to paper using the pen Leonard gave you.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out the 1 to 40
A
finish.
satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Tenant, have you by any chance named our
No,
case?
actually. Any ideas?
We've got the Hanged Man, the Furies at Home in the Mirror, the Setting Sun, Shanna Stick, actually, no, the Hanged Man.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to
Nice.
start putting it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Bruh.
Arson,
Oh,
petty
oops.
theft. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smell. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
All right.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What type of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't
Okay.
have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Nice. Field
A
autopsy.
dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form, waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Station
These
call.
are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Misconduct.
Monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields, but they appear pleasantly vague. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copy of paper.
Look at the
It's
clipboard.
made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges
Okay.
are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters RCM.
What did you say about the color was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Peek
The
inside.
plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it?
With your hands, You four-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the
Lonesome long
board.
way home. Smell the
The
ledger.
acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Ooh. Okay, up in the hidden compartment. Let's see what goes down.
The two
Nice.
sides of the board appear slightly
Let's go.
like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee slowly, the slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know.
Wait. Somehow I don't want to. Fucking I put the ledger away. Slide the drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's
Two
inside?
ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Okay. Pick up the ticket
Two
stubs.
octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
Pick up the
Thin
cards.
wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it
It
first.
smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile.
Oh.
You think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry.
I'm looking
it
into
begins.
the thing.
You're
Oh, I'm Harry.
already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
But it will make me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
The card into the wind. Hold on to it. Read the card.
Your hands shake, holding onto it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Keep reading.
Kisses, kisses, kisses.
Aw.
You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Uh-huh.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Fall sideways? What? What happened to me? Disco Elysium? Oh. Begin?
There is nothing. Again.
Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Just blackout.
Just lie there and pass out?
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes. That's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion, Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow.
Okay.
Because it's always there.
Was that the X something? The...
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape. Its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Where's Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
No, just let me light my
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules. No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
I'm back. Where's that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious.
Mm.
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
Drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself, as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
Drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some
For
of
health.
it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
Came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant. Fuck it, start climbing out of the motor car. It's dehydrated, it won't happen again. I guess I should ask you
were
the
reading
same.
your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
How long was I
10
out?
minutes, maybe.
Ruins of the past, Lieutenant. I was dehydrated, but... Let's wax philosophical.
That does sometimes happen.
You hand you the remaining of your ledger.
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
+1. Oh. Okay. And here I guess I can level up my skills. No, I guess I can't just level these up. These are just what they are. So together, keep your morale up. And then Empire. Hunches and gut feelings, dreams in the waking world. Take the blows and let... Shrug out pain that... More? I guess maybe leveling up pain threshold would give me a bit more health. Guess we'll look at visual calculus. By research bonus, -1 authority, little guy gets further and further away. Research time problem. Well, if you passed out of the blue student employee, in the distance you can see it's fluttering and mention one anywhere. White morning. Oh. Okay.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone,
Kimaton headlights.
Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage.
Press
The
engine
dashboard
start.
lights up with orange glow. The rouse per minute gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Canadian comes to life with a whiny growl.
Yeah, I heard it.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
Alright.
There she is. Revachol West.
It's another part in the lieutenant's voice.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro perforations.
Look at the shimmering street grid.
The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Wait, look around
The
here.
rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than a child's cry.
Okay.
Ah, Martinez.
He smells the air and says,
Let me see. Right here.
he says he points his finger near the top of the map. The segment goes jutting out of the great ocean. Seems
No,
nice.
It does not.
The lieutenant says about optimism. Okay, look.
There are many of them.
The
And they are
perforations.
divided into 3 separate rows.
Tally up the different rows.
The first row has 18 dots.
What about the next
The
one?
next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some.
Cut them
We
individually.
count 216
Hey,
perforations.
that new point already paying off.
Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why, precisely.
What about the last
The
row?
last row has 3 perforations.
Hey, what's that?
That's it.
That's it. Okay, what do all the holes mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service.
Ah,
18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
cat drunk like a megastar. Whores and liars, the end to come. It's amazing. I was just saying anyone else. I feel like
No
I support
shame
an
in working a
office
regular
job.
job, detective. Sometimes after a long day of doing this, I even envy it. Let's move on, shall we? This
Alright.
next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
216 to be
It's
exact.
quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
See, Kim, I told you I was a superstar cop. To be good. That's some solace, I guess. What's the last number? For we become that person.
Call it what you want. You were a valuable member of your precinct. Now, let's look at the last row. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
That's not too many.
For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes.
He says decline to elaborate.
It's not a problem for him to state it, however.
How do you handle the strain?
Everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective or self-destructive than others.
It gives you a meaningful look.
Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies.
Like what?
Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now.
Maybe I should find a
Why
hobby.
not gardening? You've already got the gloves.
Points of yellow garden
It's
gloves.
meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab.
Yeah, should pour one out for the boys. The fallen? The lieutenant sighs.
If you want to pour out the booze you've been carrying around on duty, I'm certainly not going to stop here.
Pouring out onto the ground
A
ceremoniously.
dark pool of cheap wine appears at your feet. It shimmers in the light of the Kanema.
Sorry for killing you. The coming comes for all, but I will make it okay with the power of rock and roll. Here's to you, honored dead. You sure supposed to say it these things?
Neither am I. Are we done here?
Thanks for this.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay, let's go.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Good cop / bad cop, humor, moralist, triliberal, fascist, communist, boring cop, sorry cop, apocalypse cop, superstar cop.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago.
Okay, back to talking to our favorite manager. Alright.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Not now.
Excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime. Maybe who cares? Just rum.
Finished thought. I am not. It's all about money. You gotta spend money to make money. That's what really matters, eh? Okay, I guess I can't actually talk to that guy. I can talk to you, though.
Can I help you?
He's a trash key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking on a fugue state. So your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Who else has the keys?
The trash collection service, CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. Yes,
Sees that the air, they're willing. Talk
What
about.
thing?
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
Toss his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
How do we
If
find
we
them?
don't, we have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later.
Well,
Men
door's
get
wide
hungry,
open.
even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
So that's what I talked about.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
Hell yeah.
Another thing. Great. Yes.
Should try and smell chemicals and pine. I guess.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec. Sounds representative.
Yeah, Grunty, I have some questions
The
to
man
ask.
puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Some
He
impressive pots there.
smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
I think I need anything else. Stay masculine.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Wonder where this door
Where to?
leads.
It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Out of duty, we may find something pertinent in the investigation.
Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation.
The door would be the main investigation. We'll merge it into a stereo investigation. Yes, a mini side
Garth is the
investigation.
person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Try to push
The
the door.
door does not budge.
Touch
The
the door.
cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch.
But how's it going?
The
Oh, it's
stainless
going
steel
good.
door is flush with its frame
We
on
are
every side.
being detectives right now. You missed a lot earlier. I may have ruined a relationship. And I may have broken a man's spirit. I tried to punch the kid again and ate shit. I passed out due to lack of drinking water for 2 days. And leveled up a bit. I'm officially some kind of superstar cop now. To the point where I have solved 216 cases. I killed 3 people. And I've been on the force for 18 years. And I think my name is Henry. This is as far as I've gotten.
Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years.
Also, we don't like the color
suspected.
blue for some reason.
It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to
Oh,
this,
wow.
half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
Yeah, you missed a bit. Hey,
Can I help you? Another thing. great.
So there's a
I
mysterious blue
love
steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frick warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Let's not bring up the fact that I owe that man money. I told you some willing men gather in the mess hall. Keep an eye out for them. Explore the secret passage. For your damages. Keep searching for the color, despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. Play something else. No, don't listen to him. Yeah, I like this game. Also, you don't want me to play Monster Hunter, so what else can I play? I'm enjoying this game. It is mostly just walking around and listening, though. Oh, hey. Reload. There we go. Also, hi, Tookie. How are you? The glossy magazine, most able-bodied men, the issues, and top 10 list. Hello, sir.
Welcome to Ivashol.
Racist lorry driver. Tom Manor Marks isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Go and play Monster and I'll catch up. Hungry. Well, I'm playing this right now, and I'm enjoying this game, actually. It's right up my alley. It's just an RPG.
It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
I mean, I tried to punch a kid in the face and ate shit for it, so... Oh yeah, I also tried to punch the kid again. You missed the part where I 100% attempt to punch the kid again and failed. But anyway. You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
He's right, you're undermining our best shot at real self-determination. Stop. Ripping into this guy, he's just really part of being in limbo. What's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here.
Oh.
That I should watch myself and behave.
I've been here for a while, I just don't talk it. Turn to the shadows now. Okay. Thank you for showing up, though.
But you see,
enjoy
I'm
the
an
shadows.
officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
Ooh.
Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking hey, Kim. I've got your back if time punch. I'll learn something here. Oh, the lorry man. Now that that's settled, we have questions.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that's settled, we got a few
Whatever
couple of
you
questions.
said, officers.
Shut him in, Tookie. He waits impassively, cigarette smoldering between his fingers. Smuggling the trash to the man. Yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
What's the argument about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
I get it, someone that's be the unpopular guy. Oh, you're just a racist. Makes sense. To be honest, I can't really what that means. Please explain. On second thought, let's talk about something else. Oh, so you're just racist. Makes
I'm
sense.
not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
That's not okay, my guy.
People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
As this lieutenant, you're a yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Dear God.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
What's this cultural victory? Uh-huh. Say nothing. Okay, what is this cultural victory?
The are going for right under our noses, and the others too on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
This man gets to look into his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence. Jump, excuse me, man. Is sick. Oh, hello. Yeah, roses, Jensen said that. Tulips, too. Melancholic pop song plays on the radio.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What's the machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
I see, and how do I pick up tear from the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so... Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere.
Okay. Very helpful.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Okay.
The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that off, though. What's that?
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
Well, I have no interest in stealing one, so...
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Oh, and I can get her to turn around and then steal and then have a higher chance of stealing it.
Saint-Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose.
Oh.
Pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
What do these products do?
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is...
She stops.
I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
No, sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Thanks.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Thank you.
Saint Baptiste, you know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Baptiste Pharmaceuticals, the one that sells meds out of Saint Baptiste.
Okay.
That one. There.
She is right. Saint-Baptiste, the company.
At least
derives its
Encyclopedia
name from
came through with me.
The city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Works for me.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in the dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I'm in heaven. I need it all so bad. Say nothing and just take it in. This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
She looks at the wall of goods behind her, then adjusts her
I'm
hat.
obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Your Instrument
What's
magazine.
that magazine she's reading?
What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing. Hell yeah!
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Aww.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Stupid famous people. I approve of this very futuristic... the girls kissing. What is this fashion police feature? It's in the magazine. I don't... Just about it.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
It's who's number uno right now. And does... Who's the number uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this? Point at yourself. God, I am so sleep deprived that reading right now is just not the best for me. Point to her hat. I bet your hat would take the prize. So who's the most stylish there? Or from there? Where lazy eye scans up and down body assuming the situation.
No, I don't think so.
We are not the fashion police.
Tent
We're
looks at
the
you.
real police.
Before
I
we
don't
go,
know.
what's this?
Frit?
She shrugs. And what is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3
I
T's?
think they think that the extra T makes it funkier.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't.
Oh.
The story goes that normal Fritta with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was
Aye.
already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they
Okay.
had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
The T. A single T just to dodge. I respect it.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
Does Frit have a warehouse in the back of the
a
Wailing
warehouse.
Wax?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
This is important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
She turns it back to the magazine without waiting for you to respond. Tell me anything about the dead body.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
You know the man
not
died?
really.
What do you mean?
No. I didn't know him at all.
Okay, how long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
She scratches her nose. Thanks for your
Uh-huh.
help. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
No, I meant physical reality. Yes, the economic
I don't
reality.
really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
15 is an excellent time to learn about economic reality.
Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic.
Then what about physical reality?
No. What about it?
What is the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demands democracy.
What about the one we have here in
Yeah,
Revadal?
it happened like
Revachol.
50 years
Blech.
ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
Coalition, what's that? Something?
Our
for me?
government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
What time is
I
it?
don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Okay, good.
We're in Frit
No, I mean, where are we on a large
as
scale?
mankind, or as a nation, or...
I'm just bothering the fuck out of this woman. Oh god, imagine having to deal with me right now as customer service. Essay prompt B. As
in a good
mankind.
place.
She rubs her face
I
thinking.
mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know.
She shrugs and then puts it back into her magazine. Okay.
Cool.
You know, I did my due diligence as a proper cop. She should get a raise. Listen, I'm just doing my cop job. 3 T's. How idiomatic. Free floor money. What's in the trash can? More morale. Lawyers probably stored booze. What's over here?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of stickers and
The
insignias?
driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Okay. What about the back
The
seat?
back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep. large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
Ted nods towards the racist lorry driver. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Oh, more free floor money. Hell yeah, let's go. Floor money. Car kept in good condition.
Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie.
Who would ride these?
Not many people outside of Grad. And Revachol West, too, it appears.
You can check this out.
Dash Ryko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Well, maybe I can impress him. Do I know what happened last time?
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue. The carriage of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white, the colors of the stars Ryko.
What happened last time, Kim? Blue and white.
That's, well, yes, exactly it, more or less. Except it was a crowd of them. Tore him out of the vehicle and ran him over with his own tires.
Wow.
They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The James community protested the trial, flying the colors. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction. 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
I hate to correct you, Kim, but it was actually... Okay. Could our Heyman have... What is it?
People we are paid
community
to protect. Let's leave it at that.
Okay. What they sentenced the killer to?
4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
He studies his reflection. Kim, could our Heyman have been the driver of this car?
I try to avoid drawing far-gone conclusions like these before actually examining the body. But my initial guess is the two are unrelated.
Interesting. Before we proceed, I've got an opinion on this paint job.
Detective?
I think it looks better brown and black. They should have left it baby blue.
Okay. I'm not going to honor kill anyone over this. But I've seen it blue and white. It's much better that way.
What's this? More money!
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet
The
you.
pale driver.
She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your
grandma. Snap your fingers. Grandma.
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
Excuse me, I'd like to ask you some questions.
Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. A white tank top.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's being reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane."
Okay.
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy.
In what way?
Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
Yeah, that'll do it.
His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he manage to blow the entire national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices.
Okay.
He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold.
Okay, this man out here living like
obese dragon. Instead of a bed, like a normal person.
Yeah, like a dragon. But also I was gonna say like fucking Scrooge McDuck. The king is the king and he can do anything. I would like to sleep on gold. Hustler style. Wait, really? There's no way that's true.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
Well, I think maybe his cocaine addiction has something to do with the whole company, nation going to shit. The what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
This is a lot to process. So he was addicted to nose candy, a bloated druggie.
That's what the revolutionaries said 150 years later. Right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
Okay, where's nose candy? This is a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
Okay, where's he buried now?
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay.
Oh.
Thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum.
What happened to the statue?
The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Who restored the monument?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's brilliant, so funny and nihilistic. Such a bad idea. I really don't get art.
People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either.
Well, I just learned a whole lot. What's this over here? Okay. Well, let's talk to this guy.
Bastards!
have a right to work.
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is loud and oddly screechy for a man of his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else
You're
here.
here to fuck with us. Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then yes. Okay, then I'm thinking no.
We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work. Right to work.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops
Okay.
tend to side with the higher-ups. But you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the
Right to work. Right to work.
What kind of cause are we talking about?
rights of people, rights of workers to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their family.
Okay.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
He's just repeating talking points. Gotcha.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
Lame man hollers in return. What is a strike? Who are all the strike breakers? Looks around.
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his workers' overalls. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we
Have the right to work.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Ill-fitting? What does that mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You were wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait, head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? He's incapable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke.
All right.
My men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Why don't you just talk to them?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw, perfectly light bearded square red wedge. Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women with right
Blech. Fuck, I
work,
can't talk today.
to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
That is a good question.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
Okay, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
Curiosity going to strike mess routine, part of the investigation. I thought you looked real familiar for a second. Team part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
Oh, you got that image in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, jamrock, backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
Bouncer? Where? I figure a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Now my...
Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. What's it to you?
Curiosity.
Big mess, caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in jamrock, backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? We're done here. I have a strike to break.
He squints at you, a little spark of violence gutters in his eyes, and then he blinks and turns to his men. And tells me this guy isn't necessarily from around these here parts.
Scab?
Astridge. Tilted his
You're
head.
hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time.
Oh, Scab, pouring downtrodden. Wave your fist right to work. Scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Come to investigate a murder. I need to know on the gates I'm exploring. Bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it?
Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
Flips a coin towards you. Try to catch it.
The coin lands into your hand as if it has always belonged there. The swallow returns.
Appreciate it.
Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to...
What a cool dude.
You know, the
Not to
winter's fat is slowly
protest.
running out and all. Still better than scabbing, though.
Union has problems getting by?
Nothing to worry about, really. The jam's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing is a bit stricter, is all. Supplies should last the strike, though.
Every little bit helps, you know?
I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs.
Come to
Murder,
investigate a
huh?
murder.
That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
Alright, it's almost impossible. I'm 91% sure I'll never solve it. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Potatoes or pizza? Pizza, okay.
Huh? What?
Potatoes or pizza? Pizza okay?
Potatoes or pizza? Pizza okay?
Yeah.
What would potatoes be? Just potatoes and bake?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess pizza? Like, pizza from where? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, we're all confused about pizza potatoes and pizza.
Potatoes or pizza? Pizza okay. They give you the option and they answered you and it walked away.
I was thinking Mountain Mike's again because Chucky's gonna be gone for a couple days, so we can just have that. What? You like that?
I know, when did she stop liking Mountain Mike's? I'm not going to pizza guys. I've had enough pizza guys. I'm tired of the pizza guy boxes in my house. Scenarios?
Anyway.
The mountain and the mic.
Okay. It's actually very fun and easy. Maybe you want to tell me who did it?
Of course, Policia.
He gives a slice
It
amount.
wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
He didn't do it. It's the truth.
What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization.
I start, gotta get moving. Now, well, fast. There is one more person I want to talk to. And unfortunately, it's the annoying little brat that I wish I didn't have to talk to. Actually, wait, did I do this before the save?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything.
Things are about to get weird.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it. No, something's wrong to you.
Do we know each other?
Michelle, just please.
Gara breathed heavily. Her breath becomes stirred by ancient static.
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
Of course I care. I've just been going through some tough times.
Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
Hello?
She doesn't answer.
Hey, you still there?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Alright.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read.
Let's try again.
No. Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do.
How did I activate this again? Did it just like activate itself? Well, all of us don't get answers. Oh, that's how I did it.
Bad news. Guillaume Lemillion did not become a cop. In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
The art in this game is fucking wild. +1 pain threshold. Blood oxygen is boring. All cycling. Capacity up by 1. Okay. Hey there, bud.
Look, see? It's the fuck.
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
Look, play along. I want to Kuno make amends. Oh god. Oh god, I have to suck up to him. No, I don't want to do that. I hate this little shit.
Whoa! What's this psycho shit? You're gonna pretend like nothing happened?
He's trying to forget it, Kuno.
Don't reminisce with Kuno. First, you try to fiddle this, then you punch yourself in the face. What was up with that?
Yeah, Kuno, what was that?
How are you gonna make Kuno forget that shit, huh?
A material offering is implied. He wants stuff. Only stuff can make it okay again.
What can I offer
Please
you?
Don't waste time on nonsense.
The lieutenant does not approve of this at all.
Don't listen to the blind fuck, piggo. You're doing the right thing here, trying to get Kuno to like you again. You can pay tribute to Kuno with drugs, or cigarettes, or some wheels. Kuno could use some wheels. Motorized carriage shit.
What are you doing?
I need to make a truce with Kuno from something.
No, you really don't. That is a 12-year-old boy. His opinion of you doesn't matter.
You don't fucking matter, book him.
I'm gonna mark it down something I need to do.
But why? You're turning this into a huge thing.
And punching someone always ends up... This bitch, don't you know anything about male power structures, Kim? It's just very hard for me to let things go. I know it doesn't matter, but I need to make this right.
Okay. If you absolutely need to. But right now, let's move on.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more...
You let it out.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out.
Hey, Rico,
Burst
streaming.
by burst.
Turn the camera off.
No. Okay, I guess.
Just cover it down for a second. Oh gosh, you put the lens down. No, you still have the lens cap on.
I closed it. But anyway, what's up?
Alright, C's. Alright, wait.
Did you see my welcome home message?
No. Welcome home, Rico. Happy you had fun. Glad to see you go home safe and sound. You swell sound, bro.
Yeah, I spell a lot of things wrong. I can use big words, I can't spell them. That's not a big word, I know. I'm just saying.
Until a pool of
Words and
vomit
spelling
lies
do not
on
go
your
hand in
feet,
hand.
And your throat stings from the stomach acid.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Happens to everyone.
Are you gonna come back, or? He went to the shower, so I think it's safe. Okay. He was in his underoos, so. Here you go. Yeah. Thanks, wipe your
The
mouth.
hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, where do we get
There's a
ammonia
fridge
from?
nearby. Maybe they have
Oh,
some
quiet.
in the apothecary. If they don't,
He points to the greenhouse.
there's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Problem is, I don't think I can actually take this dude down until I solve this problem. Can I actually do this now?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by maybe more than 12. No.
Nice.
8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44.
This might have been a union incident.
Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Pretty good at this, aren't I?
You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way.
Count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others.
You know, Mom
The
should
weight
probably like this game. It's just a game about talking to yourself.
8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
Same guy's going back and forth. Way off, way off.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Point. Light step number
A
41.
woman or a kid?
Don't think there's any way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
Everyone.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
One of them was One of them was carrying him? Someone had to carry him over to the tree, so...
Possibly. Yes.
Point. Apparition, one soul smoother than the others.
Interesting. Let's name it the Odd Soul.
You have any ideas?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
He regrets it the moment he says it.
The people we are looking for is a drummer. Don't say anything, just nod.
I don't know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer. We are looking for a group of dock workers. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
No, really, I was actually thinking the exact same thing. Interesting. I found the idea. Not thoughtfully.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent. How do you think these tracks are?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
How do you know?
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashot. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
What is this, by the way?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's
What is
nothing.
this?
Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vatna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the name, Eternite. Sadly, the only lasting thing turned out to be the material's highly carcinogenic effect. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material because there's a secret door behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Pull the panels
There it
aside.
is. You see a shabby little door.
Sick.
What is this, then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
God, the plot just thickens over here.
Be still, my beating heart.
So play chase
It's amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you. There's a good, vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
So I was checking narcotics here. Perhaps a police should interview. I wasn't taking it. I swear I was just thinking about justice. Amphetamines. A very good detective. Are you a really good detective? Hey, are you cool enough to hang Kim? How you feel about this, Kim?
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, see that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Plus, it says get out of the way or get fucked. So. Steal your money. This pighead looks mummified. Elysium supplements. Some webs on your head. Elysium, rich life. Okay. Well, let's go out this way. Oh, sweet, a jacket. I want it. Yeah, just walk towards the jacket. I already clicked on it. We're just gonna slowly walk towards the jacket. No, nice. Okay, anyway, keep going towards the jacket. I have a simple goal. Let's get to the jacket.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
So let's click behind.
It's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
If you click mine, should I jump for it?
I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it?
Oh.
Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide?
Exactly what we're doing up here.
We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. Or it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again. The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Now that's you, motherfucker! That's just a machine, Lieutenant, like a giant. Let's see here.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your.
He seems interested in machinery. There's no other way down there, is there? Without going the long way around.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No one has claimed it for their own. Nope, no. That's still too high. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
I need to get 12. I got 7.
You could have died there. Shit.
Jesus.
I'm failing you. This wasn't part of our deal.
Hey, what happened?
Okay, I just can't do it right now.
We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a cloak after all.
Yeah, again. You could always just go around. It's gonna collapse soon. So it's together. More money. Postcard. Okay, fine. I think that's everything of note over here. Okay, go this way. I just need to figure out how to get over there. You guys know I'm jumping down there. There's a half full of rainwater. I could probably just jump up and grab the cloak. Or if, like, Kim gave me a boost.
Yes?
Hi. This card depicts it.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? But it will not happen. The mug talk is... It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of paper. Oh, and an incredibly cool piece of kitchen tissue is stuck to the back.
Hell yeah. I probably shouldn't slide the hidden drawer open, because if I do that again, who knows, the game might just make me pass out. I don't really have any items to give. Talk to
Hello
her.
again, officer. How are
Some
things?
ammonia. Can I have some?
Sure. I'm done with it.
Dude.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Dude, she's just so nice. She just keeps... She's willing to hand out whatever. I need to pay her back somehow. Anyway. Okay, let's see how well this works.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white
Oh my god,
The body below is entirely dedicated to that.
I only have a plus fucking 1, jeez. We'll just create a boss save.
He still is, looking right through you. The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears the second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Nor does the wind right now.
The weight is reassuring, like a krenel on solid fortification.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder. I've seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, baguette. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
You seem to be
I think
fine.
I've lost my sense of smell.
There's a pause.
A white lie.
Not being hungover helps too. No. This is a true menace. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together.
Kind of just want to get this over with, but like, oh my god, I have an 8% chance of actually hitting this fucking target. Actually, where's this little blue thought? It's for kids who won't hold the weight of a grown man. Fuck. But, you know what? I think I've been going for a pretty good solid minute. I'm gonna stop for right now, mostly because... Yeah, mostly because I'm probably just gonna keep re-rolling till I actually get this at some point. And then, like before stream starts up, I'm probably just gonna keep re-rolling this for like hours on end. So if the stream doesn't start till like 9 o'clock at night, it's because I had to re-roll that many times. But I think we're just gonna call it for today. I feel like we got a lot done. I really do enjoy this game though. Boop. Bye-bye. I just gotta wait for the whole thing to finish closing down. Because like investigating the body is like one of the like obviously, like, one of the most important things you do when you, like, watch out for the gnomes. God damn it, Coco. Why'd you have to remind me about the gnomes? But, like, investigating the body is, like, one of the most important things to do. And it's like, oh, this is tied to your strength stat, that thing that you decided to not dump points into. And it's like, fuck. I am not paying the price for... Because I usually never put... In RPGs, I usually never put any points in strength, because I usually just rely on charisma and stuff. But, like, I am paying the price today. Anyway. Boop. And boop.